feuding in NASCAR this week. Drivers vs NASCAR. Welcome to FTW's NASCAR Feud of the Week, where we provide a detailed breakdown of the latest absurd, funny and sometimes legitimate controversies and issues within the racing world. Fittingly, our inaugural Feud of the Week pits NASCAR drivers against their own governing body for a controversy that's new this season but ongoing, and it escalated Monday at the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's all over a 2018 rule change regarding a tool pit crews use during stops called a pit gun, which may sound innocuous, but it's not, and multiple drivers are furious. Let's break it down. These are pit guns. Jason Vinla of USA Today Sports. Simply, a pit gun is a tool crews use to loosen and fasten lug nuts, which secure the wheel to the car. Among NASCAR's rule changes for the 2018 Cup Series season, the sport will supply pit guns rather than the teams. Larger teams used to have expensive, like sometimes seven-figure investments, expensive, and customized pit guns that could give them an advantage, so NASCAR providing them was supposed to be seen as an equalizer. NASCAR changes and updates rules all the time, and sometimes the drivers and teams like them and sometimes they don't. But a good pit stop could be the difference between a win and second place, so this is a big deal. Long story short, teams are saying the pit guns NASCAR is providing don't work correctly, which is a real problem when having tires properly and tightly secured to the car is a fundamental component for racing that car. Teams have had issues since the start of the season in February. Almost everyone. But Denny Hamlin, who finished 14th at Bristol, really ripped into NASCAR after Monday's race. Via NBC Sports' Dustin Long, "It's just inconsistencies," Hamlin told NBC Sports after the race. "My frustration is that in absolutely no other professional sport does the league give you faulty equipment to play with, and that's what we have here. It's going to cost somebody a race or the championship by the end of the year. There's no question, no doubt it's going to cost somebody from making another round or something. NASCAR doesn't have to answer to that. It's the teams that have to answer to the sponsors when they don't make the next round." Kevin Harvick, who won 3 of the first 8 races so far this season, has been one of the most vocal critics, calling the pit guns pathetic and horrible. He also said after the Texas Motor Speedway race 2 weekends ago, via USA Today Sports, "We've had a pathetic 2 days on pit road because we can't get pit guns that work in our pit stalls. Today we had to pit under green, got ourselves a lap down, because they work half the time and they don't work half the time. Yesterday we had 4 loose wheels because the pit guns can't get the tires tight. Our guys did a great job with a really fast race car. I feel bad for the guys on pit road because they get handed just inconsistent pieces of equipment, and today it ended up costing us a race." Cole Pearn, the crew chief for defending champion Martin Truex Jr., called the pit guns pieces of expletive earlier this season, while team owner Joe Gibbs told NBC Sports on Monday, "We had 2 loose wheels today that put us down multiple laps," Gibbs said, referring to Hamlin and Eric Jones. "For our sponsors and everybody, I'm trying to explain it, and it's hard to explain. NASCAR has a 36-race season to work out some of the kinks in this, but if it costs someone a key race or even the championship, yeah, drivers and teams are going to be even more outraged." In February, NASCAR's senior executive vice president Steve O'Donnell said on SiriusXM Radio, via NASCAR.com, view embedded content Tuesday on the sports radio channel. O'Donnell said, via NBC Sports, "We knew going in, the technology of the guns is not going to be what some of the teams were used to in the past. The hand speed of pit crew members is incredible. The talent is incredible. Somewhere in between lies the truth. Any gun that malfunctions is not acceptable to us, but there are some occasions where someone may be moving a little too fast on a stop as well. That'll be the dialogue that we discuss, and really hearing from all the teams and what the feedback is. We've proven we're going to get on that and work on it collectively and continue to improve on anything that might come up during a race." NASCAR